And here we are in the college football playoffs for the first time in the tenure under Coach Dave Cena, the underdogs, the Oregon Ducks versus the UAB Blazers. We are severe underdogs today in this game, as you'll see the overalls on the screen. We are a 72 overall. This Oregon Ducks team is an 88 overall with a 91 overall defense. We'll kind of look into this roster really quickly before we jump into this game. As the Corian Moore is who leads this Blazers offense. After 13 touchdowns in last season, having just about the same production, except for not able to get in the end zone as much. He's an elusive route runner, a 94 overall. I know he is going to be a handful on the team. And Kenyon Sadiq, a senior physical route runner, a 94 overall as well. Another producer here on this team. And although they lost Heisman winner last year, no, they didn't. Dante Moore is still here. And I believe he may have been the Heisman winner. Was he? No, he was not. I'm sorry. But a Heisman candidate in Dante Moore, who's an 86 overall now in his junior season. But with a good team surrounding him, I don't think he'll have very many problems with the UAB Blazers, but the Blazers will give it their all today to try to come up with the win in a very hostile environment in their first appearance here under the tenure of Coach Dave Cena in the college football playoffs. Join me as we travel to Eugene, Georgia. And here we are. Eugene, Oregon, the home of Nike. The Oregon Ducks, who will be led out by that motorcycle, that tradition, and the Blazers with that college football playoff patch on their jerseys. Elijah Oehlke, freshman redshirt, couldn't have imagined that when he committed here to the UAB Blazers, when Coach Cena promised him that one day he would appear in the college football playoff. I know he didn't think that it would happen in a few short months, but here we are as we kick off the first quarter.
College campus, Kurt. What an environment here. What a special moment for both these teams.
And so kicking first here to this Duck offense, Dante Moore in the backfield, but able to come up with the pressure here early as Burge will get back there to Moore early. Come up with the sack here early, pushing the Ducks offense backwards on their first play. And here, even on their second play, only coming up with a few yards. And so this Blazers defense, having Oregon already here in the 3rd and 10 early in the first quarter, as a running back will motion out, and Brown, here my user, looking to take his time, it's thrown Gilbert's way, and he'll just try to deflect it, but it's thrown too far there by Moore anyway, bringing out a punt for the first time for the Ducks. So, after a good showing there by the offense, the number-ranked fan base in the nation, we'll see about getting loud, as you'll see some of Oehlke's icons not showing up there on the screen. But he'll lead his offense out, having mental pictures of everything. As you'll see here, not able to make any adjustments, and we'll just stick with the play. As you'll see, we try to get outside with Ingram, and he breaks off a defender, but comes up with much of nothing, and bring up a 3rd and 8. And this crowd coming alive here on 3rd and 8, making it difficult for Oehlke and this offense to settle in. But we see Caleb Brown, and we'll just catch it and get down. Having the ball up to the 26 now. Looking really good here on our own first drive of the game. And we'll try to step up. And we see a little space. And Oehlke will go down there at the 15-yard line. You saw in the last game, Oehlke doing it every which way that he could, although the stats didn't count. And that's going to be Caleb Brown here with the touchdown, Blazers. And that's going to be the first college football playoff touchdown here in UAB Blazer history, here under Coach Cena's tenure, and much to the dismay of the Oregon Duck crowd, as they can't believe that their defense just so easily gave up a touchdown here to this Blazers offense. But we're very proud of our offense for going out and putting up points. They're off a quick turnover on downs by the Duck offense. Second drive here for Dante Moore in the Oregon Duck offense, as he'll pitch it back to the running back. We're all over that. And Kerry Brown comes away with a tackle there, making this an easy 2nd and 12, pushing this Duck offense backwards, as Dante Moore now looking to get outside, but doesn't quite get away and doesn't have a good angle to get away from our defensive lineman there. That's Jazeer Peterson. And so now on 3rd and 10 and backed up, he'll just throw it up to Bashir again, and he comes up with the catch. I believe that's the Corian Moore, who we have to keep our eye on, and we tried to just deflect the ball, but he comes up with the catch as he leaps up. And this Ducks offense looking like the Ducks of old, rushing back to the line, and they'll dump it down to the tight end now. And that tight end as well, being a very big target, like I said, a very productive member. I think he came out to be like a 94 overall. And so Trent Ferguson, an offensive lineman, will go down there. But this Duck offense finding their footing now here late in the first quarter, as Dante Moore making some adjustments to the offensive set, as he'll dump it down to his receiver, but come up with the first down there. Their third first down in just as many plays. As like I said, they're finding their footing now. And this defense is going to have to find some type of adjustment on the fly here, as we thought we just had it made. As they'll hand it off now to the running back, and he had some room, but was swallowed up before he could go anywhere, corralled after just a 3-yard gain. And so once again, they'll hand it right back to him. And this time coming up with nothing is Jay Harris, as they'll probably close out the first quarter here with a 7-0 game. But instead, it looks like Dante Moore making adjustments will take the snap instead. And he'll roll out now. And on my user, A.J. Brown, I'm able to come up with the tackle as the pursuit outweighs the quarterback's speed. As we end the first quarter here, up 7. And the Ducks will very likely bring out their field goal team to try to put some points on the board here early. And so we'll just play it safe and let them kick the ball, not go after any type of block, so we don't rough the kicker. And he'll slice it. That's just a chip shot, like the commentator said. And he'll make it there, making it a 7-3 game. And Hawkins, who is back deep, will take the kick, who was up for the Jet Award and best returner. But as I said previously, he just wasn't fast enough to really break any big kick returns and score, which would have been the difference. But he always got us pretty decent returns, and Oehlke will return back to the field. Now handing it off to Ingram on the first play of the drive. And this crowd still not giving much give to this Blazer offense, not going away quietly, as DeBoer is met at the line. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. And after even a field goal on the last drive for the Ducks, the Blazers still really don't want to just give the ball back to the Ducks. And so here on 3rd and 10, They'll just go ahead and line up to punt after passing it down to Tabor. But we'll fake it and go up the middle this time with the fullback. You saw us try that fake field goal a couple games back where we threw it to the tight end. But that time we take it off tackle for the 1 yard, keeping the offense on the field now and handed it off to Ingram, who finds some space and breaks off a defender upwards now to the 43-yard line, keeping this offense churning along after the fake field goal changes the momentum as a underdog here in this game. Those are the things that you have to do to make sure that you have a chance. As you see Hawkins, they're streaking over the middle, will spin off a defender, break off another, dive into the end zone, cross the pylon, and still hit it for a Blazer touchdown.
We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath.
And the conditions of the game probably playing a big part in that last play. Oehlke's legs doing the majority part of that last play. But there Hawkins breaking tackles and juking defenders. These rainy conditions can't make it easy to cut or to grab on to receivers and running backs alike. As you'll see now, Oregon will get the ball again. And now up 11 points. This is a completely different game for the visiting team. The Blazers were just happy to have the lead here with the quiet crowd, as Moore will go outside to the tight end. And they've got an injury on the play, but it's not Sadiq. Someone else. But they'll continue on and send the offense back out after a quick substitution and try to get it down to the running back. But he gets nothing there. And so now it's 3rd and 3 with 3.5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. And so Moore will drop back, but he's met with pressure as he holds on to the ball for far too long. And I think Peterson and Adams might have gotten there. Finally, this defensive line working together as a unit. Finally, they put together some very good plays here at the end of the season. And that'll punt it back here to Kerry Brown once more, who sees a crease and almost beats a man, but gets upwards to the 45-yard line. And this Blazer offense now with absolutely no stadium post from this number 9 fan base, now comfortably coming out. And Rogers, who's not always featured heavily but looks to block quite often in this offense, will catch a pass there to start the drive. And so with 2.5 minutes left to go, we want to score but not give Oregon too much time for them to get the opportunity to score. As you see, we'll run a cross running back screen and get our own first down. But we don't want to give Oregon too much time to try to go and score. We've been able to corral their offense thus far. But like I said, we don't want to give them too many opportunities, as this time Oehlke will keep it, but get nothing, going backwards. And there was an injury on the play. I'm hoping that it's not Oehlke. Hoping that he is up. It looks like he is. It must have been an injury for Oregon. But Oehlke will return and drop back, and he'll throw it up here in the back of the end zone to Hawkins, and that is a strike as Hawkins angrily throws the ball into the crowd. That is his 2nd straight touchdown. Just absolutely beating his defender off the line. These UAB Blazers are playing out of their mind today here in Eugene, Oregon. Again, we'll look and see Hawkins. That great catch. Elijah Oehlke. 8 for 8. With 3 touchdowns now in the game. Handedly at this Oregon Duck team. Minute and 8 left now after another punt there by Oregon, up 18 here with just a minute to go in the half. Looking not to make any mistakes is Oehlke. Wanting just to get into at least field goal territory here is Oehlke, as he'll throw it out here to Ingram, thinking he has a man because he's matched up with the defensive lineman, but he comes away with nothing there. And instead, now it's 3rd and 11 here for the Blazers as he'll send Tabor in motion and dump it down here to Caleb Brown, who has not a lot of anything, but instead will go down and give Mr. Consistent Lange an opportunity here to kick a field goal late in the second quarter. And it is up and almost blocked. I think it might be no good, but we also might have a roughing on the play.
That's a costly penalty for the special teams. Offense coming back on the field.
Giving us a second opportunity, a second life here. Now on the 20-yard line, the Oregon defense makes a terrible mistake as we see Elder on our favorite route for him, that out route. So consistent, always open, like Waffle House. Elder with a great catch on the out route right there as we'll hand it off to Tabor. And Tabor will go up the middle, almost getting down to the 1-yard line, or rather the goal line. But here we are once again, and you know what I want to do, or at least try, but we won't even hand the ball to him. And I'm going to try to make sure we force it, but I want to get Ingram into the end zone as we haven't been able to do so at all. But we finally get him a touchdown. There were just a few seconds left here in the second quarter.
Just a first half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be fun.
So now jumping way ahead in the game, the Blazers comfortably still have the same lead that they had earlier in the game. I just jumped ahead because really nothing much happened. But we'll get ready to run this clock out as you see Tabor gets a handoff here late in the game. And although the Duck fans have not left the stadium, they are left in shock as a 28-point victory surely can't be what they had in mind. But a playoff victory surely can't be what Coach Cena and the UAB Blazers had in mind either, as this last handoff will solidify the game as Tabor will just slide down. And we'll bring Oehlke out now to bring that victory formation, the correct V that you want instead of the duck flight. And the Oregon Ducks are upset by the underdog, the UAB Blazers here at home. The defense played outstanding all game, holding this Oregon Duck offense to only 3 points after a absolutely outstanding performance in 2 straight games here. So good to see that this Blazer defense playing lights out at the right time after playing a couple of really bad games there earlier in the season for a couple weeks as well. And we will roll on to the next week and get into another playoff game. And there, as you see, college football playoff winner and a single season record broken there by Elijah Oehlke. He'll continue to put up numbers as we are guaranteed yet another game. And in the next episode, it seems that we will look to either face the winner of, well, actually, we have another juggernaut that we have to face in the next episode. We'll be facing Ohio State in the Capital One Orange Bowl, where I think Jeremiah Smith is still featured. And so join us next week as we bring on all that we got for one more game here in the quarterfinal of the college football playoff here in year 2 of the UAB Blazers Dynasty. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you as always, and I'm out.